All right, welcome back. Just gonna be one of those nights. Gonna be a late one. Not unusual. Gonna be a late night. Late night into morning. We're gonna be busy for a while, I think. What's up, Dragonfly? I'm sorry you're up. You should be sleeping. I'm the one that's crazy being up. What's up, BDH? How you doing? Tonight's just right. The rest of this is just a long marble night. Gonna be one of those days. Anyway, you guys all doing good? I hope so. Hanging in there? Mix this up a little bit. All right, bring this out and do the spirals. All right, let's do the blue first. There we go. Got blue on. Then we're gonna spike some green around it. And we're just streaming on the tube too, so we're not doing any other platforms or anything right now. We are just doing YouTube. Make it a little easier. All right, we're looking good. We're going to grip it here and twist it up. What has been the longest project? Probably the chandelier in my home. It was just one of those things where it was like, I didn't want to do it all at once. So I probably spent like 6-7 months putting it together. Which was crazy. What's up, Nat? How are you? What's going on? How you been? Yeah, it was that chandelier in the house. I hung it off of the rafters in the warehouse, and I had a big chain coming down. So I would just keep adding parts to it off of the chain. And that's what kind of helped me develop it. Star Elites, thank you for the floating heart. Oh, thank you again. And we got to finish this end off. What's up? Cheers. The day is good. Gonna be a long one. I'm gonna stay hydrated. All right, so we're gonna trim all this off. There we go. We get that. Ashley, why would you want that? Why would you want that? You don't have enough choices out there? All right, we're going to round all this up. Bring it in. Hey, Beth, thank you for the PDH. Thank you for the happy poops. I think I told you, I think I have some glasses for Jace if you want. Some didymiums. That you can kind of let him have as his own pair. We're making little marbles. I have some bigger ones up there just so you can see the size difference. But yeah, we've lost our marbles. We're making freaking marbles all day. I'm gonna be on here I'll probably be on here 6 hours. What's up, Groves? Welcome in. I didn't want to activate the TikTok again. That algorithm is just driving me insane. I don't know what they changed on there, but it seems like the chats on there are just like ridiculous. All right, there we go. So it'll look like that when it cools off. You got it. Well, there's a little crease in there. I almost finished this off. It is still, yeah, I'm still working. I'm always working. There we go. Got the crease out. What's my schedule look like for? And we're going to get that there. And that's how you do that. That's how you do it. Nice thing about these things is they never, ever, ever, ever break. There we go. Oh, don't be sorry. You're all good. I am working every day. Absolutely. I'm 100% working every day. What does my day consist of? Get up, work, and pack, and get back to work. Can't forget the packing. Packing always consumes a tremendous amount of time. It's like one of the most time-wasting crunchers out there. I hate packing. Where'd it go? Orders. So when I get done with this stuff, I have to pack it and ship it. Somebody has to do it, right? So that's what I end up doing that. Getting them back, there you go. They're hard to find, trust me. Yeah, once you lose your marbles, they're hard to find back. All right, we're going to take this and just kind of taffy pull the heck out of it. And that looks good. One does. The only one. You know, when he can. I mean, he's not full time. I gotta be honest. I don't know if, you know, he wants to be, and that's okay. I'm gonna fold it one more time. That doesn't look right. Okay. Pull that one off. So we're just going to burn this off. Like that. So when you have it kind of like biconed, it's way easier to like apply the stringers. Yeah, it was on earlier. I was making a whole bunch of different items. Made the Zero Dog, which came out fantastic. Made a couple of them. Yeah, we were making a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, the appointment didn't go really good. I mean, it went good. She's not sick, but the medication's not taking, so. We'll figure it out, though. All right. Gonna get this thing done. There we go. Spin it all the way around. And there we are. Oh, J-Dub, it's okay. I mean, it's like in its loading phase of what she's supposed to have, and it's not loading properly. So just have to do some alterations. It's not life-threatening, but thank you. Bring this around. There we go. How many do you have left to make? Oh. Well, we've got new stuff coming in, orders too. But I think I have 55 with all the new stuff that came in. What's that? Can you boss yourself with that? What are you talking about? Okay, let's squish it together and get it all done. Okay, we're going to bring this up, trim it off. Like that. Can I make chips? I don't know what you're referring to with chips. What are these chips you speak of? Yeah, just a few marbles, just a couple. All right, got that nice and round. Gonna pop on a little temporary holding rod right there. And we're gonna finish it off. Yeah, of course. I'd be happy to do it. I will check. I will definitely check, Melissa. I haven't checked anything in a while. Do I think I would go on the show blown away? I don't think so. It's kind of not my vibe. You know, I just don't like that. You know, hurry up. You have 2 hours to make something. Get it done. It's like, nah. I'm kind of like, no, I'm good. Oh, yeah, if you wouldn't mind hitting the likes, I'd really appreciate it. Bubbling. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. All right, there we go. No, I don't. And there's not a lack of them out there, so you could go find them at your local gas station. You don't need one from me. Come on now. You want a marble that you can throw at someone? I'm your guy. You want a marble you can sit under your friend's seat when he sits and feels, yeah, I'm your guy. So the one we're making right now is this one here. It's smaller. And it has this blue-green pattern in it. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so we're gonna heat it up. Your dream of playing with fire, you can make it happen. I have confidence. That's right. You know it. Actually, it is a true story. Back in the day, I was with my ex-wife and I had 2 stepsons in the car, and a bunch of people started chasing us for no reason. I was in California at the time, but I had a whole bunch of marbles, and just chuck them out the window at the car behind you while you're doing like 55 miles an hour. It definitely stops them in their tracks. Hold on one second. I'm going to open up this door. One second. I can still talk to you, but I'm going to open up the big door. That's better. All right, here we go. Let's make up some marbles. His torch looks cheap as hell compared to yours. Well, you know, not every torch can be monstrously big or whatever, but, you know, I don't knock anybody for their equipment at all, because you should see the torch I started off with. It was like, oh my God. It was like crazy. So this is the filter that my glasses are right here. And watch. Now we cut out a lot of that bull crap. A little bit lighter. If we use a smaller flame, you can definitely see the difference. Okay, right there. Now watch. Cool as hell though, right? Man, if this was a lightsaber, I'd be doing bad things. I would. You wouldn't see me on here. Yeah, I just set this playlist up. I'm pretty happy with it. I never knew how hard it was to do a playlist. All right, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna mix it up. So what's in here is little glass chunks. The jellyfish is 300. It's not cheap. It's a lot of uranium. All right, here we go. We're gonna take this, flip it, and mold it together. You guys want to see the taffy part of it? Here we go. This part's hella fun. If you ever get a chance to do this, I recommend it. So take it out and you fold. And look at that. It's awesome. The jelly is beautiful. I could bring the jelly out. I could put it near the desk. I just didn't want it to overpower the marbles. We're going to separate that. Yeah, I probably could. What's the size? I don't know. I could tell you roughly when I grab. Let me finish this marble and I'll pull it. It's right behind me. And then I could give you an accurate size. I actually do have a tape measure on my bench. You're from the Philippines? Well, welcome in. All right, we're going to bring this up. There we go. So this is kind of that bicone shape that you start off with. Sorry, I'm crunching. Did some work for you and you just randomly popped in my show. What'd you do for me? All right, here we go. Coil this around. Round and round she goes. I blew a lot of glass 30 years ago. Yeah, so did my mom. It's all good. It's all good. I love you guys. You can't get at my skin, though. You can't get under my skin at all. Can't do it. I am freaking indestructible. Mentally. I start falling down a bunch of stairs, y'all better move. Because I will crush you if I'm falling down the stairs. Be like, let him go. All right, so we got all the stripes running around here. Want to beat me when you grow up? Don't grow up, man. Don't. Do not grow up. Seriously, don't ever grow up. You can mature, okay? There's a difference. There's a difference between growing up and maturing. And it's a big freaking difference. When I have the time, if I could still get in front of my PC and game, I'm there. Kidney transplant? Well, I'm sending you my best vibes. Yeah, don't ever let anybody do that. All right, so we got all the colors kind of coiled around right now. We're going to push it together and hopefully have a cool pattern. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, it's free. 73 and still act like that's what I'm saying. You know what? If the world wasn't so damn dangerous right now, at 55, I would go doorbell ditch someone. I'm not kidding. I would go doorbell ditch someone. I would seriously do it. I'm not joking. I would do it. Of course, the house I probably would choose would have a Belgian Malinois in the yard. Like, oh, I got you. Doorbell ditch my house. Yeah, we're on a marble run. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream, but I'm going to try for 6 hours. We'll see if I can keep this up for 6 hours. Wear a ghillie suit. I still have my ghillie suit. All right, here we go. So the marble we're making is this version right now, and then we're going to change over to a couple more. I know, the Ring cameras. Oh yeah, I would definitely doorbell ditch. Heck yeah. Back in the day, I loved that. Oh, you know what? I forgot about prank calls. We did that a lot too. We made a heck of a lot of prank calls. But the problem was, back then on the landlines, you know, the operators could, you know, they got notifications. The kidney crew in the house. There you go. Kidney crew. I like it. Let me finish this. Someone had asked about the jellyfish. So I'm going to grab the jellyfish. Nope. The only thing that's going to be cool about it is if you put it on the floor and you step on it, it makes for an interesting ride. I know. I'm going to give it back tonight. I'm spicy tonight. I'm good. Yeah, I'm half German, half Spanish, so it's a bad combination. And my friends, my close friends, would always call me the spicy kraut. You know, like sauerkraut? I was the opposite, spicy kraut. Because that's a Spanish German. All right, so we got all those colors bouncing through there. This is what it looks like when it's lit up. You can see those colors are really intense in there. Oh yeah, these are uranium, by the way. All of these are uranium, guys. And they are available. Yeah. So just European? Yeah. Yeah. Not Latin. So European Spanish. Yeah, my great-great-grandmother immigrated into Hawaii in the sugar fields, sugarcane. Then she messed up my whole family because she combined Hawaiian language with Spanish. She didn't speak one, she combined them. So nobody knew how to speak Spanish or Hawaiian. All right, let me grab the jellyfish. I don't know where you get deactivated uranium. All right, why are you doing that to me? Where are you? Is there a handle nearby? Oh, there it is. There. So there's the little jellyfish. Yep, melting boro. Sometimes I can make cool crap. There. Hola. What's up? Thank you for the marshmallow. Hi for the jewels. All right, we're making another marble. I got a lot of these things to make. Y'all want to hang with me? That's cool. I appreciate it. So this, I think, is... I'm going to put it at like 7.5 inches, maybe 8. Somewhere around there. Honestly, if you guys want to know a little secret to a side hustle, type 1 in the chat with uranium glass. I'll teach you all how to do a side hustle. If you want to learn a little side hustle with uranium glass, I will teach you. Just put one in the chat. I will teach you. I'm old and white hair. I got wisdom. Learn. What inspired me to get into this is my mother. My mom was a professional glass artist for over 50 years. She started when I was 2. I could probably make a kidney. All right, we got enough ones. So the secret sauce out there, there's 2 things you could do if you seriously want to go make some money. Everybody has a thrift store near their town, like a Goodwill or Value Village, whatever it's called. Take a little black light. I'll show you what to get. Hold on one second. Let me turn this thing down right here. We're going to park that temporarily. Grab yourself a little black light like this right here. It's got 2 wavelengths on it. 1, 2. But you take those and you shine them. You go in the thrift stores and you just start shining that black light on all the glass that you can. And if you find it lighting up green, blue, buy it. And then turn around and flip it on eBay. You will make bank. And then if you know what to look for Pyrex, old Pyrex, people toss that stuff out all the time, not knowing how much it is. I know someone that bought an old Pyrex dish in the thrift store for $2, ended up selling it for like $6,000 on eBay. Little side hustles. Glass. So yeah, uranium glass is definitely something worth it. And old Pyrex. If you can find old Pyrex dishes, yeah, that's where the money's at. That's where all the money's at. All right, so we're going to take this cobalt, wrap it around, and we're going to take the green, wrap it around after that too. Pyrex is cash money. That's what I'm saying. The old stuff too. Honestly, I've seen so many of those old dishes go for hundreds of dollars. You buy them for like $1. But it is a cool little side hustle, to be honest. If you want, go on eBay, look for old Pyrex dishes, and just look at the prices. You'll go, wow. Yeah, Pyrex is a brand, not a material. Correct. Yeah, green. There is a blue version of it too. But mostly you want to look for the green. Yep, you just go in there with a little black light and shine it on all the glass you can. Because sometimes it doesn't appear to be green. And that's when you hit gold mine on that one. But it's a cool little side hustle. It's actually kind of fun if you have kids too. You take the kids in the store and let them buzz the flashlight everywhere. They have a hell of fun with it. Yeah, you can find uranium glass everywhere. It was really popular for a while. How do you find Pyrex? Well, there is a guide out there. I can't remember the name of it. It's a whole website identifying the dishes. But there should be a little Pyrex logo in the bottom. And you want to look for, I believe it's the small r. When they changed over to the different formula, they went from big R to little r, or vice versa. I don't remember which way. And the little logo thing. But there is a way to quickly identify it. And it's not like you're going to go into a thrift store and find a knockoff. I know uppercase, but I'm dyslexic, so it's big R and little r. I have uranium from the 30s. This here, this is tubing. This is Pyrex tube. This is actual Pyrex tubing from like 30s or 40s, somewhere in that era. And it is super, super old. It's not as bright as the newer uranium, but yeah, that's 1930s, 40s right there. And just to give you an idea, I bought this stuff, this piece of tubing, I bought 20 pounds of it. And I paid, give me a minute, it's like $30 for the whole thing in the thrift store. And that tubing I can easily sell for $150 a pound. Yeah, you know what, dyslexic, I embrace it now. I'm just not mad at it anymore. No bongs, no dongs. No bongs, no dongs. You don't lack for options in finding one somewhere. They're out there. I promise. There's plenty of them. Kyle, thank you so much. Thank you for the chat, the super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, you do not lack for choices out there. I know. So the glass toys, I have a different opinion on the manufacturing of them. There's a lot of people out there doing it very poorly. And I don't like that. And you should, if you're smart, carry liability insurance on that. And I did. And it was $36,000 every 6 months for liability insurance for those. It wasn't worth it. If you get them so cheap, why do you sell them so expensive? What are you talking about? What am I selling that I got cheap that I'm selling expensive? Which wavelength? That flashlight that I have is both the 395 and the 365. I think I got the numbers right. No, I actually don't smoke anything. You do not want to see me hyperactive with any substance. It'd be dangerous. You do not want that. Oh my God, thank you. Is it CMIC? I can't see that. Thank you so much for that chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we got to pull this off. Hold on. But yeah, that's a cool little side hustle. Go to the thrift store. Take your kids with you if you got kids or friends. Just go around shining flashlights. It's a cool fun. It does look like a lightsaber, but I promise you, if it was a lightsaber, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be doing some bad stuff. Yeah. No, my face isn't burning. I have sunblock on. I definitely have sunblock on. Every day you should wear sunblock if you do this as a profession. Does not matter. How did I get into glass making? My mother started when I was 2 years old. So I grew up with it. My mom was excellent glass sculptor. I mean, I know that everybody goes, oh, my mom was great, but my mom really was great. Yeah, and she got into the business when it wasn't, really open to women. She was very, how should I put it? Discouraged to not continue the profession. What's up, Turkey? How are you? I want to go to Turkey someday. I definitely want to go to Turkey. It looks beautiful there. I'm neither, probably. How many years are you? I'm a speed limit. That's how old I am. I'm a speed limit. I'm official. Yeah, you go to Turkey and gain 15 pounds. Like, you're going to really notice it on me. I gained 15 pounds. You ain't going to notice it. So I'm good. I used to have this really tough gangster body when I was younger, like Tupac. Yeah. Now I'm lower like Tony Soprano. I'm okay with it though. Yeah, hey, I lived this long. It is an infinite rim mold, correct. This is a Mike Close. Yeah, I have like 5 of them in my drawer. We're just making some marbles. I have an order for these. It's this little one. It's this little one down there. So it's kind of like in a blue-green with a little white center. Damn, the light's too bright. So I have an order for these, and then I have quite a few more to do. I have to do like 55 of them. What do I think about India? I haven't been there. I don't have an opinion because I haven't been there. I'm never going to judge a country that I haven't been to. Not going to happen. LeBron or Curry? I got to go with Curry. You don't have to donate, though. I grew up in the Bay Area, so I got to go with Curry. That's my hometown. That's my hometown. Oh, you don't have to delete that, Dragonfly. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Let them make fun. All the chat just keeps it going for me. Maybe I'll retort back. Want to come to India someday? Someday I will. Maybe. We'll see if I can get out. I fell in love with Bali. I love Bali. That's one of my favorite places on the planet. Nope. I do not get high. You do. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. All right, we're dipping it into the white. So this is ground up glass. And it is little chunky stuff. It is like the size of sea salt. And then it allows me to mix it in a little bit. Favorite place on the planet is Taco Bell? I'm not going back to Taco Bell. I'm pissed at them. I'm hella pissed at Taco Bell. They can, nope. What's up, Hawaii? How are you? Yeah, last time I went there, they gave me a non-taco. It was like a shell with a scrap of lettuce and like, I can't even describe how many crumbles of meat were in there. It was either the person making the tacos didn't know what the hell they were doing or they're trying to send me a message. I don't know which. Do I ever do kiln work? You mean like fusing? No, I don't. This is all I do, this type now. I used to have a hot shop with the big furnace, but that's very expensive to maintain and run. Well, Taco Bell pissed me off. I haven't been to McDonald's in a long time. That's where I went, is Kauai. Yeah. I loved Kauai. That was a lot of fun. It was a cool experience. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Yeah, I appreciate it. Love subscribers. Subscribers are awesome. We're going to grow. I'm going to grow this channel. We're just going to keep growing. You guys can come along if you want. I think we're at 11,000 subscribers now, and I've been streaming on here for 3 months. The channel's old, but I didn't start streaming on here till about 3 months ago. What's up, Red Squeak? Could you please get a shout out? Shout out. Good night. Have a good night if you're taking off. Yeah, I appreciate all the likes and subscriptions. I do. Hawaii was a lot of fun. I went to some part of it where they filmed Jurassic Park. That place was beautiful. And then they have the, I think it's the little rope for Indiana Jones when he jumps off the, he takes the swing into like the lake. Coolest thing I've made. You guys want to see something cool? Type 1 in the chat if you want to see something cool. I promise you won't have seen it before, unless you've been on this channel. If you've been on this channel, you've seen it before. But if you want to see something cool that you haven't seen before, type 1 in the chat. Out of glass. I just realized I could go in a dark direction. Nope, never had glass pins stuck in my hand. All right, there we go. Let me stripe this down, and I will grab it. I shouldn't say that either. All right, there we are. There you go. Right. Now, you probably have not seen something like that before. Yep. Then, surprise, it gets matte on the other side. I'll try and get the dragon head really close. So that is one of my cool pieces. I love that one. Now, behind me, I have a sword. It's not as detailed, but it is 49 inches. It's monstrous. It's huge. All right, we got to make this marble. Yep, I made that. All right, let me get this all finished. Why do glass and politics not mix? Because I don't allow politics. No politics, no religion. I get enough of that crap all over the place. I want a place I don't have to deal with it. And this is it, my channel. You want politics or religion? There are like a million places you can go for it. Why isn't the flame burning the glass back? Glass doesn't transfer heat. It's not like metal. It will never, ever conduct itself down. It's a cool principle. You miss neon sign? Yeah, me too. I like neon signs. That's an art form that is dying out really bad. I hope someone picks it up and restores it, but it's expensive to run it. And now you got LED lights that you can bend and twist and manipulate just like neon. Yeah, I'll show you some cool stuff here in a second. Hold on. I'll show you things you never knew about glass. You can do some cool stuff with it. That's why fiber optics work. Correct. I was going to show you the fiber optic effect. We're still going to do it. Probably Thursday. Try Friday. It's Friday. All day Friday. Which I can't wait. I don't know if any of you have seen that new show on Apple TV called Pluribus. That thing's got me intrigued. I don't know what the hell to make of it, but I got to watch it. How did I start doing this? My mother started when I was 2. If you get shards in your hands, your fingers or something, you need to go in and have it surgically removed. Yeah, you would have to go and have it surgically removed. It's not a good situation. Yeah, it's definitely not a good situation. That's why you got to be really, really careful. Redacted. I like that name. Cool. Thank you for the jewels. Yeah, it is almost midnight, isn't it? Yeah, got 7 minutes. I'm going to see how far I can go with it, though. We might go another straight 6 hours. I got a lot of marbles to make. So I'll show you what my filters and my glasses do, since I got a moment. So notice how bright the flame gets when this is in here. So this is called the didymium flame, or sheet of glass. God, I can't speak. So see how bright? Bring it in, and bye-bye. It's still bright, but not that. It definitely filters out all the crap. And that's why I can do this and not have any negative effects of eyesight damage. What's up, Michigan? Why does Glassblower not want to get burned? Have you ever been burned? It hurts like hell. I've never had a bad burn, though. It does help you see inside, correct. How bright is it compared to welding? It's a different type of brightness. Yeah, we're making marbles. I have 48 to go. That's okay. It is 1 in the morning. You think I sleep? I sleep like 3 hours a day. That's it. All right, and then you just have this little cool tool by Dragonfly Creations. Then you tap off the pen. Then we just let it sit there for a second. Favorite movie, Pulp Fiction. Brightness compared to a subtle, it's a different type of bright. Okay. Wait, gotta make sure. Okay, we're good. No, I'm not gonna touch the tire. That's like the. I don't care how much you donate. I'll touch the torch, but I won't touch the fire. I'll get within two centimeters of the flame. But I won't touch the flame. There's good money. This has been my job for 31 years. 20 bucks. All right. So I'm going to show you the coolest thing about this torch. If you're a welder or you've ever had welding experience, could you do this with your torch? That's 4,000 degrees, people. Two centimeters away. I know, right? It is amazing, right? I either have superhuman hands or this torch is badass. I'll let you guess. Yeah, see? Look at that. Not hot. It's actually cold. That is actually cold. I'm not kidding. See? That's a quality piece of equipment right there. Makes Hank Hill happy. That's a Hank Hill moment. Hank Hill loves me. All right, after this, I'll go grab the big sword. It's 1 in the morning. Go get some sleep. I don't sleep. I literally sleep 3 hours a day. I'm serious. That's all I sleep. I can't. I can never, ever freaking sleep. I'm always consuming information. I know. If it was a lightsaber, like I said, I'd be doing all kinds of crap. I always said the first thing I'd do is go to every major city I could hit and just lightsaber the parking meter heads off. Just run down the street, sapping all the parking meters. Nobody'd have a ticket. Ever. I just buzz those little bastards. Those parking meters are they're such a rip-off. I hate parking meters. I live stream every day. It is a waste of time. My brain just constantly keeps going, oh man, I could watch this. Decompression, there you go. Yeah, we like decompression. All right, so we kind of try and get close to a bicone shape on these. Kind of just shifted it around. We're going to take some dark cobalt, stripe it around. We're going to take some shimmer green, stripe it around. torch is burning oxygen and propane. It runs about 3,800 to 4,000. There is a really cool substance called propylene that you could use instead of propane. It's propane plus chemylene mix. It would actually get the torch about 500 degrees hotter, but that stuff is incredibly expensive. I would love to use that, but it's a lot more money. Propylene is the bomb. How do you blow air into the glass? You have to have a tube. There's two forms of this type of glass. So you have what's called sculpting, which is what I'm doing right now. And then you have blown glass version of it. Now, I do both, but right now we're just on the sculpting portion. So I have a hell of a lot of marbles to make. So I thought I would just hop on here, make all these marbles, chat with everybody. If you have questions on glass, if I can answer it, I will. Map gas? I've never tried map gas. It's hot enough, I think. Map gas, I think, would be hot enough. Thank you. Michael, thank you. All right, so we're going to come through and we're going to stripe this. Cinderella shoes? I don't know if we'll have to figure that out someday. Closest thing I ever got to making Cinderella shoes was Dorothy's ruby red slippers off Wizard of Oz. My mother actually did a lot of really cool glasswork. She could probably have knocked out Cinderella's slipper, no problem. How do people make them? There's a lot of videos out there on how they're made. They're not hard. How do you make tubing needed for glass? You buy it. The tubing is purchased. Yeah, and don't fall for that crap, and don't fall for anybody saying it's triple blown. Triple blown is the dumbest term I've ever heard in glass blowing. It's triple blown. Nobody blows into it 3 times. It's just a marketing tool. There is no such thing as triple blown. I can explain it what it is to you if you want, but it's dumb as hell. Someone that was just trying to incorporate more money into their pocket. So they came up with a term, triple blown. We're just making marbles. No, I don't need to be. That market's literally flooded. 31 years for glass for me. Yeah, I have been to Tijuana. That's why I can't drink tequila anymore. Thanks. I can't drink tequila ever again because of Tijuana. I ended up sleeping on someone's doorstep. Thank God I didn't get killed. That's a true story, by the way. I did end up sleeping on someone's doorstep. What does a glassblower shirt say? I don't know, because all my glassblowing shirts are holy. I call them my Sunday clothing. They're holy. Tequila is unforgiving. It really is. I forgot how much these marbles are. I really did. I don't remember. I know, I can't smell tequila in nothing. Nope. It did me in. No, these are the Meta Ray-Bans, and they're fit with a specific lens that filters out the light. I'll show you. Ready? Here we go. No, watch. So this is a good example. It's called didymium. It's this purplish lens. See that? So we're going to bring this in, get it super hot. You see that flame? Ready for the magic? Yeah. That's the magic. It's like David Copperfield, but for real. See that? Cool, right? I do sell the items, yes. Everything I'm making right now is already pre-sold. This is actually for an order. I had 2 orders, one for 130 marbles, and the other one was 100. Yeah, so that lens is called didymium. It's used a lot on camera lenses for color enhancement, I believe they call it. They don't call it didymium, they call it like purple color enhancement. I'm like, no, that's a didymium. What is a good torch for someone starting out? There are 2 that I recommend. One is this version, this torch right here, this flame. This is called a Lynx, Glass Torch Technology Lynx. It'll carry you a long way. Then if you got a little more money, you can get what's called the Bedlam Bravo. You'll be good. Those are really good torches that carry you a long way. A really long way. All right, let's round that out. Ever gotten burnt? No, I've never had a really bad burn. And I think the reason I don't is because my mom got a seriously bad burn. She was about 4 years into it, or no, maybe 5. Anyway, she was making a big piece and it started to fall, and she grabbed it. And it landed in the palm of her hand at, 3,000 degrees. And that was the most gruesome burn I had ever seen. Gino, thank you so much. Thank you for all those jewels. Yeah, that's the uranium jellyfish. I just started making those. That was a design that just kind of came out of the woodwork there. All right, let's detach the marble. I hope we can get to 300 likes. I'd really appreciate it. All right, so we grab this. So Dragonfly, my moderator in here, she makes this really cool tool right here. Hold the marbles. Yeah, it was a bad burn. I remember that. I was 7, roughly. And the whole palm of her hand was blackened. And the skin was like literally flaking off. It was gruesome. How is it not hot? It doesn't conduct heat. However, there is something that glass does very well. And I'm going to show you a little trick with it. Let me find the right piece here that I could use. All right, when the glass gets down this small, you don't want to have it where it sits in the palm of your hand like that. Okay, like that. And I'm going to show you why. So I could sit here and heat it up all day, as long as that end is away from the palm of my hand. But I'm going to show you why you don't want to do this. So the rod will not get hot, but if I stick it in here and leave it, watch the end of this tube. See that? That will end up burning you. But the rod itself stays cold. So that's why you don't want to use little tubes. I don't melt sand, no. Sorry, freaking allergies. You stayed up the whole night? Yeah, I'm gonna keep jamming here. I've not had bad burns. I love reading chat. Yep, I am half from Germany, kind of. Well, I love talking about glass for two reasons. One, I love it, but two, there are a lot of people that don't know about it and want to get into it, and it's hard to find information. It's really, really hard to find proper information. Gino, thank you for all the. What the fuck? Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Aren't you afraid your lungs are what? No. I'm not doing any glass blowing at the moment. None. We're just sculpting tonight. Mega marbles. Am I a Terminator? No. When is sunrise? Probably 6 hours from now. Yeah, the music might have drowned out. Renee, thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna color this a little bit. I forgot to grab the sword. I'm so sorry. No, that was like a gunshot somewhere. I live in the boonies, so it's not unusual, but it's a little late for it. I'm doing fantastic. Oh, I'm no 9.5. The glass is, not me. All right, let's do the taffy twist. This part's always pretty satisfying. You can just take it, apply it. Then mix it up. I buy a lot of glass, yes. It's supposed to be protecting John Connor. John's on his own. You know, I'm not in Stockton. That's definitely not. I know what Stockton's like. No, I'm up in the Pacific Northwest. I'm looking for Bigfoot. I'm looking for Bigfoot. All right, we got a little bit of glass molten there. Gonna separate it. There we go. No bongs, no dongs. No, I have a separate studio on property. Separate studio. All right, we got to wrap some color around this. Yep, Washington, Pacific Northwest. I didn't realize how many orcas were up here when we moved. I love that. I live like 1 mile from the sound. So we could head out there and see orcas. Nope, no bongs, no dongs. You love it on the East Coast? I lived in Florida for a long time, but I lived on the west, the Gulf side. Southwest Florida. Oh, you live in Port Angeles. All right. Yeah, I was in Sanibel. What is that you are using for colors? Oh, this is, I can't remember the name of it. It's a molten aura color. It's a green shimmery crap. I think it's like plebeium or something. And then cobalt blue. Love dark cobalt. Love dark cobalt. There we go. Clearwater. There you go. Pennsylvania. I liked Pennsylvania. I got to be honest. Scotland. If it touches your skin, what would happen? I'll give you one good guess. I have confidence you'll be able to figure that out. I'm pretty sure with a high level of confidence that you will be able to figure that answer out. Used to. All right, here we go. We're going to stripe this all the way around. So this just kind of spreads those little coils going around, kind of spreads them out, locks them in. Obviously, it'll burn to what extent? Easily third. Paulsboro is really nice, yeah. Warsaw, Poland. Awesome. Yeah. All right, now we're going to take it and twist it up. Well, make your dream happen. Grab a torch and learn how to do it. Labor cost? Not really. It's not bad. I've not had that many burns. I've had a lot of cuts, but not a lot of burns. Yep, you can certainly see a finished marble. So that one is finished. This little one right here, that's what we're making at the moment. One version. Let's see. What's a good first and second project for beginners? That's actually a good question. First project I would do is a mushroom. And then the next thing I would do is learn how to do what's called pulling a point. That's super important for this type of glassblowing. All right, here we go. Got to get this round. There we go. Do I stream from other stuff? Or from my other studio? What are you talking? I don't have another studio. This is it. Yeah, get some sleep. It's 3 in the morning for you. Go to sleep. I'll probably still be here when you wake up. Yeah, glass can definitely do that. Little punchy rod so we can make the other side round. I have a lot of fun with this. I have a great time with glass. The only other hobby I have is pretty much gaming when I get a chance, but that isn't really possible right now. This is a true statement. I'm not trying to be, but I think gaming is what kept my fingers able to do this. I think all those years of using that controller or keyboard and mouse, I think that really contributed to my hands staying limber. I need it. Come on, break off. You want to get into woodwork? That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the sub. Appreciate that. All right, so we're going to come through. I love streaming on YouTube, by the way. I was pretty exclusive on TikTok for a long time. In fact, some of my moderators in here will tell you that's where I pretty much came from. But I love streaming on YouTube. It's freaking awesome. YouTube's amazing. Brothers in Bremerton? Yep. It is the same technique. It's called lamp working. Anybody know why it's called lamp working? Anybody want to guess why it's called lamp working? So this is called lamp working. I wish it was something different. How do you know the size of the marbles are perfect? It's just rinse and repeat. It's like you start learning, you do something so many times, you get used to it. I'm good with brutally honest. Okay, so the reason it's called lamp working is because they originally used modified kerosene lamps for the heat source. And I actually have an old kerosene lamp modified back behind me that I will show you what they used to use. Yep, so the term lamp working is from that. I wish it was cooler, like flamethrowing or lightsabering or something, but no, lamp working. That's what you get. But I do have an old antique torch. All right, got it. Now we just have to wait for it to cool before I pop it off. It's got to cool. If I put these in right away, it'll smush it. So it just locks in and tap. Almost rolled off. How do you smooth? I just did that smoothing. That's why this tool. If you want one of these tools, contact Dragonfly Creation. She makes these. They're amazing. She's one of my mods on here. Okay, so I promised I would bring out the larger sword. So you guys ready for it? You want to see the larger sword? We'll bring it up. I got to unplug though. Hold on. There we go. But we have to sit way back here for it. It's too big to fit in the camera. So I got to sit back here. Start getting up and it won't. Oh, I can get to right about there. See? There. That's one of my favorite pieces. I won't sell it, but there it is. I can bring the handle in. Everything's solid except for this right here. This is hollow. But everything else is solid. A cool little sword. All right, let's put it back. I don't want to leave it out. That's an annoying sound. Okay, there we go. Yep, that is made of glass. What's two of your favorite things glass blow colors you present? All right, still making marbles though. Okay, got to keep going. How long does the sword take? 2 days. I built both halves in 1 day, and then I took it and let it cool down. Before assembly, I actually made sure it would look good. Because you never know. I thought I had another one of these. I do not. Seriously? Okay. We'll just make one. Why do I leave the flame on? Because I don't want to restart it. No, hollow actually is pretty damn strong. I will put hollow up against solid any day. Yeah, I like Star Wars too. Except I always rooted for Darth Vader. I wanted him to win. I really did. I thought Empire was so amazing. And we're just going to keep rolling this in. All right, we're good. How much gas do I go through? It's not that bad. This is the same type of glass as the tubing or chemistry. It's called borosilicate. Yeah, I forgot to turn on the outer one. It is called borosilicate. Common brand is Pyrex. All right, we got to do the taffy pull. Hold on. You just keep folding on top of each other, climbing up a little higher, keeps gripping it. There we go. Propane and oxygen. Best things on the planet. Gotta love propane and oxygen. Hank Hill loves me. All right, we're just trimming this off. There we go. Mostly artwork. All right, so we got the white all built in there. Now we got to stripe it. No, there's no degradation. Unless it's a cadmium color. There is one particular color or style of color that will bubble boil. Yep, the green in the jellyfish is uranium. They were just striping this around. There we go. And then we got, doesn't that look cool? The shading on it. Then if you hit it with the black light, it's a little bit harder. It goes way more intense. Did I get inspired by BK Glass? I don't know who BK is. All right, here we go. That's it. So we just striped it all the way around. Boom. Red Squeak's a mod. Looks exactly like BK's work. Will he do? I don't know who BK is, and I don't care. All right, so we're going to stripe this down. A couple spots, only like 4. And 2, 3, and 4. So this kind of locks those coils in there too. And then you spread it around. I don't care about the trolls. They just make the chat go better, and that means it improves my algorithm. That's good with me. It's the biggest mistake on this line of work? Oh man, I would say... I can't really figure out what the worst mistake would be. In this line of work, I just can't think of it. All right, we're going to push it together and spin it. I forgot to activate Nightbot. It is 12:30, I believe. I only sleep like 3 hours a day. There we go. Didn't expect that. No, no pipes. No bongs, no dongs. No pipes. No bongs, no dongs. No bad burns. Nope. No bad burns. All right, we got to melt this in here. Squish it. There we go. We're doing good. That's not healthy. It's very healthy. Gabby, thank you so much. Miss Gabby, thank you. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, where'd it go? There we are. Jumping in with without a lot of research. There are some people who've done that. They definitely have. Don't I need a mask? Not really. There we are. Spoken word of poetry? What's wrong with poetry? Nothing. All right, we're going to burn this off here. Trim it up. We're good so far. Just got to get it round. And then we bring it in. Then you smooth it out. They can be. They can definitely be some fun people. I sell glass for a living, correct. Well, it is raining here, so the trolls probably got wet. Don't feed the gremlins. These are already sold. Everything I'm making right now is sold. Pre-sold already. Yeah, this is already committed to. That's why I'm working so late. How did the ornaments? Which ornaments were you referring to? I might have them handy. If that's a good dad joke, I'm all for it. I love dad jokes. If you guys got a good dad joke, feel free to pop it in chat. Got to be clean, though. I love dad jokes. Can't go wrong with them. There we go. Ooh, smooth. I don't remember how much these are per piece. They're on the website. Now it's all good. Yeah, it looks very similar to this one. I know this is hard to see, but it's got some blues and greens running through it. But you won't see the color till it completely cools off. You just pop it in and pop, off it comes. Yeah, I think she fell asleep, to be honest. Which is perfectly okay. Why don't eggs tell each other secrets? I don't know why. You got me. I haven't had this tea in a long time. That stuff is awesome. Okay, we are making marbles, lots of them. Hold on, I'm just going to put these together. I need to use this glass because they might crack up. There you go. That works. You know what the shortest joke in the world is? Darian Vargas, thank you. A Lego in it? You mean to actually make a Lego? I've done a Lego. Don't spill the tea. I'm not. So the world's shortest joke, here it is. It's the only dad joke I know. Kind of dad joke. So the world's shortest joke starts out. Two Irish guys walk out of a bar. Yep, 31 years. That would have been John that got that for you. But yes. See, well, two little bars together so we can extend it back out. All right, we're rocking. Let's go. What's up, Crunch? I need some extra heat. Just for a minute. Just a little bit. And bring it down. Epic, no matter what people say. I'm good. Thank you. All right, here we go. Gonna bring it in and smooth it all over the place. We're just gonna mix it all in. How much each one of those sticks cost? This is not expensive at all. The colored glass is where all the money goes. All right, got to mix all this up. I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. Streaming my butt off. We're 1 minute 49 minutes into second stream. We're about 1 minute 49 in. Not a minute, an hour 49. Crap. There we go. Okay. Crocheting Christmas gifts. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I gotta make some Christmas gifts this year. How long did it take to make the jellyfish? I think it was an hour 15, somewhere around there. It's on the live stream. You can go replay the live stream where I put it together, built it and put it together. There's two of them, but I want to say it's about an hour 15, somewhere in there. Website is starrynightglass.com. All right, so we got the cobalt stripes. We got to put the green on. Serious, thank you so much. All right, oops. Keep tapping that. Thank you, Red Squeak. All right, so we're going to just keep striping this around. Like that. And now we got all those coils running all over the place. We got to kind of pull them together in a couple spots, 4 spots. And one more. And it just kind of has a little bit of patterning to it. Then we're going to take it and mix it up. All right. Keep putting this way over here. Don't run out of propane? No, I'm good. I got plenty of propane. All right, we're going to take it and twist it up. And smooth it out. So all those stripes get double twisted. There we go. Epic. Thank you so much for the happy poop. Who doesn't like happy poop, right? Okay. Just getting it kind of rounded out. Yeah, it won't like drip really bad. It just bends. It won't like drip off. It definitely won't do that. It's kind of got a slow pace to it. Where I made a fountain pen. I don't do the pens that have the glass tips, but I do make pens that have an opening for a Bic insert, the Bic pen. Could I make a cheeseburger? No, I can't make a cheeseburger. I can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich though. And we're going to trim that off. There we go. Looking good. Then we just get this little cone looking thing. Got to make it into a round marble. What time is it? I don't know, like 12:30 or something. So we just get it super hot, bring it to the mold. Like that. Spin it up. Spin till you win, right? Nope, no bongs, no dongs. And we're just going to burn it off here and top it off. Okay. What state am I in? I'm in Washington. I'm on the hunt for Bigfoot. All right, we're looking good. Now I have to wait for it to cool off. Yeah, real marbles. I promise you. Well, you live in Seattle? Awesome. I was just there. Grab it, lick it. There you go. And smooth it out. Now I gotta wait for it to cool. How much for the gas bill? It's not bad. No, I don't have the ability to bring the camera over. I'll do a video of it tomorrow, a short video. See, what time is it? 12:54. Really? 600 pillows. That's a lot of pillows. Yeah, that's a lot of pillows. I highly recommend you do it. Oh, the light? Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to turn it down there. I think turning it down allows you to see a little more color to it. Trying to bank it so that it's not like super reflective. Nope, no puffing pieces. So, Lithuania watching, awesome. All right, I do need to take a short break for a little bit. So I'm going to log off for just like 10 minutes and come back, restart the stream. Nope, no issues with the eyes, 0. So I just have to take a break, stretch. Every couple hours, I always get up and stretch, and I don't want to turn it. I don't want to turn on the ads. I guess I can turn on ads to keep everybody busy, but I'd rather just shut the stream down. All right, I'll be back. See y'all in just a little bit. Hit the subscribe. I appreciate it.